Should we do this one? 3 creepy true horror stories animated?
I'm a
Alright,
young
let's watch.
teenage girl, and this happened recently. I can still remember the image in my head, playing over and over again. I live in an apartment complex on the 3rd floor. I don't usually get visitors, and when I do, it's just my aunties and cousins coming over. On this particular day, I was lying on my bed, watching YouTube as usual. I don't have a phone anymore since it gave me a lot of trouble and then stopped working permanently. Anyway, after watching YouTube, I got up to greet my stepdad as he came home from work. After greeting him, I went back to my room where my brothers were on their bunk bed. I shared a room with them, so I never had privacy of my own. As I was looking around, my brother suddenly said he heard knocking on the door. It was dark out, and I didn't believe him at first. Since I hadn't heard it, I shrugged it off. But then, I heard the knock. My brother got up, but I told him to sit back down on the bed. I'm the oldest, and I didn't want my younger brothers opening doors for strangers. I walked up to the door. There was a chair right next to it. For some reason, I didn't want the person knocking to know anyone was home. So I didn't move the chair in front of the door to look through the peephole. Instead, I climbed onto the chair, leaning close, almost falling as I tilted my body to look. And that's when the fear hit me. I won't forget what I saw through the peephole.
What did you see?
Masked
Oh,
man
hell
wearing a blue
nah. What the fuck is this guy? Oh, hell nah, bro.
raincoat, almost like some kind of government worker. He was standing slightly slanted to the side, but what terrified me most was the gun. He held it right up to the peephole, almost as if he wanted to.
Bro, of all of places and all freaking buildings, dude, this guy chooses this store, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Whoever was looking to see it. Heart racing, I slowly stepped down from the chair. I slipped off my slides so they wouldn't make a sound. I turned to my brothers and gestured with my hand, shaping a gun, warning them to be silent. I quickly shut off all the lights and ran into my stepdad's room to tell him what I had just seen. What made it worse was that right before the man came, the electricity went out, and the internet too. That made it feel even scarier. My brothers ended up coming into my stepdad's room as well. We used the flashlight on his phone since the ceiling light in his room didn't work. The knocking continued. My stepdad wanted to check the peephole himself, but I wouldn't let him. I was too scared that even the slightest sound would give us away. We stayed in the room for over an hour. Eventually, it seemed like the man had left because
That's actually a really good thing. I don't know what this man was doing at your front door.
we heard a little boy and his parents walking into their apartment on our floor. We could also hear kids playing downstairs on the 1st floor. That was when I finally called my mom and asked if we could go to my aunt's house without telling her what had happened. We left in a hurry. I never saw that man again, but the thought still terrifies me. What if I had let my brother open the door?
Oof.
I'm currently 28 years old, but this story happened when I was just 7, and I still remember it to this day. I used to go to a local park with some friends. We had been going there for almost 2 years, but over the last 5 months we noticed something strange. Every single day there was a short, fat, creepy old guy.
Yeah, this is why I don't go to parks. Like, I just never go there.
Who would sit on a nearby bench. He'd just watch us and other kids for hours.
Oh,
with
hell
this
no, bro.
unsettling grin on his face. We stupidly went there without any parents or guardians, since the park was close to our house and our parents trusted us. This was back in 2003, and we were so young we didn't have phones to call for help. About 2 weeks after we started to feel uncomfortable with him watching us, he finally came over.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 kids, 1 guy. I'm pretty sure 4 of them can beat up this guy.
It was just me and my 3 friends in the park that day. He walked up and asked us if we wanted to go to his house to play video games and check out his new dog.
Oh, hell nah, bro. Yo, this guy's gonna get kicked in the balls.
Are you sure about that?
Since we were kids, we were foolish, and we agreed. It sounded fun, and for a moment we thought maybe he was just a kind guy after all, but we were very wrong. He said his house
Man,
was
I'm
about
getting
a
a
20-minute
Steam.
walk from the park, so the four of us walked with him.
Sorry for if you hear that sound, bro. It's the Steam, bro. Like, I'm getting messages on Steam. Look at it later.
About 10 minutes into the walk, a cop car drove by and started to slow down. The passenger cop leaned out the window, staring at us. The man told us to walk faster, saying that way we'd get more time to play games and to see his dog before having to leave. So we picked up the pace. But then, the cop car suddenly made a U-turn, and a
That's
loud
W.
voice shouted,
You there! Freeze! Put your hands on your head! You're under arrest!
We froze, confused and scared. The man bolted, but because of his age and size, he didn't get far. One cop tackled him to the ground and cuffed him, while the other
Nice.
officer asked us if we were okay and what had happened. We told him everything. He nodded and said it was very lucky they drove by when they did. Another cop car was called to drive us home, while the first car took the man to the station. The police explained everything to our parents, and from that day forward, we were banned from going to that park.
That's actually a good thing, bro. That's actually a really good thing. Thank God.
At the time, my parents thought I was too young to understand the details, but when I turned 13, they finally told me the truth. That man was a known sexual offender. He called what he did his hunting, and he did it at local parks. That revelation terrified me. I started thinking about what could have happened to me and my 3 friends if that cop car hadn't driven by and stopped him. And honestly, I don't even want the answer, because I already know what it would have been. The police didn't share many details about his punishment, but my dad told me that one officer said the man would get at least 15 years in prison for his other crimes.
Thank God. Ooh, it's
My
the
name
beach.
is Dhruv Prajapati, and I am from India. I'll tell you about an experience I had on Dumas Beach that still chills me to the bone. Dumas Beach in Surat has always been a place wrapped in mystery and dark rumors. People say it's haunted, and over the years,
Bro. Bro, this girl's face, dude. Holy.
countless stories have circulated about strange sounds, vanishing shadows, and eerie
Yo, if I see this dude, I'm walking the other way.
figures that wander the sands at night. As curious as I am, I never really believed in any of it until one night changed everything. It was a rare weekend night, and some friends and I decided to hang out on Dumas Beach after sunset. We'd heard the rumors, the tales of restless spirits, unexplained disappearances, and how people seemed to disappear into the mist along the shore. But we just laughed it off, convinced it was nothing but local folklore meant to keep people away after dark. As we walked along the beach, the only sounds were the waves crashing and our voices echoing strangely in the emptiness. Then, without warning, an icy gust of wind swept across the beach. It cut right through us, and we all felt the sudden chill. One of my friends even joked,
Maybe it's one of the ghosts.
but the laughter faded when we heard it, a whisper, faint and breathless, like someone was speaking just behind us. We stopped, our senses on high alert, and looked around. There was no one. The beach was empty. I brushed it off, figuring it was just the
Yeah, let's just head home. Like, how about we do that?
wind, but something felt wrong. I remember hearing that the beach was once a Hindu burial ground, and that maybe, just maybe, the souls of those buried here hadn't yet found peace.
Okay,
As
I'm
we
just...
walked further, my flashlight started
Mashed potatoes in shower. Thank
Bruh.
you for the follow. Jesus Christ, that name. But yeah, shout out to you though.
flickering,
Thanks for the follow.
and a thick, eerie mist began to roll in. It was denser than anything I'd ever seen. Just then, one of my friends gasped and pointed at the ground.
Okay, you see footsteps, dude? Like, can we just head home, bro? Like, why are we investigating this?
There, right in front of us, were footprints, appearing in the sand as though someone invisible was walking straight.
Bro. Oh my god, just head home, bro. This guy's pointing. Footsteps, footsteps. Just head home, bro.
Toward us. Our nerves got the better of us, and one of my friends whispered,
Let's get out of here.
I didn't need to be told twice, but something, maybe my curiosity or something else, held me back for just a moment longer. I looked down at the footprints moving closer, step by step. almost as
Let's
if they had intent.
go.
And then, for just a brief second, I saw it. A shadow.
Jesus Christ, bro. This guy, bro. Just head home. Like, just get out the beach, dude. Oh my
Figure.
god.
Its hollow eyes staring directly at me. The look in its eyes wasn't anger, it was something else, a mix of sorrow and warning. Heart racing, I stumbled back, and my friends and I
There we
broke
go.
into a run. As we sprinted back, I could hear faint whispers following us, growing louder, and footsteps
The
closing in
fuck
behind
is
us.
that movement?
When we finally reached the entrance to the beach, where the glow of the streetlights met us, we dared to turn around. The mist had already thinned, and the beach looked silent, almost peaceful, as if nothing had ever happened. To this day, I have never gone back.